There's something really magical about painting down here at the beach. But if I was to be honest, it is really intimidating. The weather can often be unkind, there is wind, and I've got a habit of forgetting art equipment. So I suppose this is where some of the real growth comes. So I would like to bring you along with me and to share some of my mindset as I go forward in 2025, challenging myself to paint more of the beach. I set up with my new Yugo palette and I will do a video on that a little bit later. Now notice the swell that's in the background. It didn't really look that big to me when I was on the beach, but you can see how it is really big and it is just hammering in. The scene is really moving and there's so much sort of like action which is sort of going on. So I'm just going to try to outline the main shapes of these sort of rocks first, and then I'm probably just going to have to improvise. Anyway, you never ever know what's going to happen when you start to paint. I was struggling to work out what to paint when I was on the rock platform. So I decided to grab my sketchbook and to move a little bit closer and to sit on a rock and do some sketching. And of course, a freak wave came, a massive wave broke over the rock platforms and I was drenched. So I came home. The weather has been crazy, massive sort of seas, massive sleek. So I came home into my studio and I decided to almost like practice some of the things which I'd be seeing when I was out there. I was trying to actually calm myself so that I could practice some waves or practice some colors of the beach, anything to make me feel a little bit more confident. So I did 3 little paintings. The first one, this was the tide lines looking up the beach, trying to capture some of the reflection of the light in the wet sand here. I did another one of the crashing waves here. And in this one here, I was trying to get or portray that incredible volume of water that seems to be slamming into the rocks, and as it explodes and how the white water just explodes and comes up. I did a horizontal one of the beach goers, trying to do the waves as they were coming in. So I was working a little bit with these shadow patterns here. And the last one that I did was quite a large one. And this was from a photograph of the Blue Mountains. And this is the sandstone rock cliffs, which is similar to the geographic area of here, which is the Sydney sandstone area here. And so I wanted to paint the Skillion and other areas around here. So I thought that I would use my time to practice painting in cliffs. So it's important that you challenge yourself to new things and that you just keep on painting, because you'd never ever get any better, or you don't improve if you actually don't get a routine. And for me, finding inspiration is about where I go and what I see. So challenge yourself to get out of the house and go someplace. Usually for me, it is down at the beach or it's out in nature. Always seems to ignite my creativity, while the streets and some of the urban areas, not so much. I spend as much time soaking up the atmosphere and thinking about what I'm going to paint as I actually do painting. So this is a process of observation, whether it is through drawing, watercolor sketches, studies, or photography. So I'm trying to build a reservoir or a library of ideas which I can later draw from. Gouache is a really versatile medium. Let me show you some of my earlier work of my local area that I've painted. This is when I first started painting. So find something that you're inspired by. It just makes painting so much more enjoyable. And so I like to explore different places, different times of the day, possibly different sort of seasons. And so every place where I am, it has the potential to become an artwork or a piece of art. So if you're out in the bush or if you're at the beach and national park, you can always take some time, to connect with the moment. So this is the year that I want to challenge myself to just show up with the hope that my confidence and my skill will build through repetition. I am trying to I'm trying to quieten those uncertainties in my head that talk to me about self-doubt, where I question my skills, my choices, and sometimes even why I paint. I'm going to adopt more of that Nike mindset, that mindset that says just do it. And I've also got to get prepared. So I have purchased about 15 boards that will fit into my wet paint carrier that I have been gessoing and undercoating so that they're ready to go. Let me know in the comments if you have any challenges that you're going to overcome in 2025. If you would like to learn oil painting or if you'd like to work with me, I offer full day workshops on a Saturday and also half day Monday morning still life paintings in my North of Oak studio. Go to my website, cherylwilcoxart.com, to enroll.